Hi, my name's Steve Sandhuff. I live outside of Atlanta, Georgia with my wife. 5 years ago, July 2005, federal officers and state officers of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and the Georgia DNR came into my house with a search warrant issued by the state and took about everything I owned. They didn't take the furniture or the dishes. They took they took electronics. They took my video camera. They tried to take my 35mm Minolta camera. They cleaned me out of every shred of paper in the house, the computer, all the media, my wife's graphic design work, my wife's thesis for her college in graphic design. They took every single photo album, every single slide, negatives, home videos. They took everything, and they've had it for up to 5.5 years. They returned some 6 months later in December. Then they returned some in August 2009. They had taken 524 beautiful map turtles from me. They killed 365 or sold them or let them escape or let them get predated by predators, raccoons and otters, things like that. So they returned 128 turtles in August 2009. And just yesterday was the 14th of September 2010. Yesterday I was given back a box weighing about 40 or 50 pounds of what's supposed to be the final contents, final videos, final photographs, things like that. In July 2010, I had a civil rights trial against 2 of the federal agents involved, and I was awarded $88,500 for civil rights violations that occurred on the 14th of July 2005 before they got a search warrant. They were coming in my backyard taking turtles. I say they were stealing turtles. They haven't admitted to anything, so they were seizing them without a warrant or whatever, but they haven't admitted that. The jury found them liable for having taken turtles and having illegally come into my backyard that's fenced without a warrant. Among these documents, here's a photo album. This one's not destroyed, and the other photo album's destroyed, but let me show you what they've got. They've got a photo album of my family for 5.5 years. 5.5 years. Here's my brothers in Seattle, some families. I'm going to flip through it real quick. Some photographs, my grandmother, my father, my brothers. There are a couple photographs in the back of turtles. A couple, but this whole photo album. My brother and his girlfriend. Here's some stock tanks in my backyard at Christmas. Some snow. Here's a trip on a river with a fisherman friend. Nothing illegal in this photograph. Nothing that can be used for evidence. Here's an alligator snapper turtle I had since 1988. They've taken these turtles. They weren't protected in 1988. They got protected in Georgia in 91. The state law allows property rights to remain and benefits the citizen that owns the wildlife. It's a big debate in court. There's no final judgment on that issue. But here's an alligator we caught in Louisiana. It's released. No alligators were seized from my home. So there's no evidence that this photograph supports any illegal activity. It's my brother and my brother's friend. An alligator was released. It was caught alive in a trap during some turtle studies. Here's an alligator snapper turtle. It's Louisiana. I had licenses in Louisiana. So there are a few alligator snapper turtle photographs in this photo album, but by and large the whole photo album is family and vacation and nothing illegal. Why do they need it for 5.5 years? I don't know. Anyway, it's kind of a mess and it's kind of disturbing, but I've got it back. Now this other photo album didn't quite make it out so well. My wife put these photos, she thinks she put them in there 5 days before they were seized. But this photo album is just wrecked. I mean, I guess it can be replaced. At least we got the photographs back. Now some of the photos we got back are all mixed matched and disorganized, and the negatives are scratched. So I know that there are things missing. I cannot find my bicycle journal. I took a bicycle trip across the country in 1995 from Florida to Washington State with a friend. I can't find the journal that I made an entry about every day about the trip. Can't find that, so I'm going to search through all the boxes to make sure what I have and what I don't have. I still have, I won the one lawsuit against the 2 federal agents. I've lost a lawsuit against the state officer who got the search warrant. Matter of fact, I've been ordered a judgment to pay the attorney costs for that lawsuit. I'll go ahead and close now. Thank you very much. Go ahead and watch the other videos.